Alright, so today is about multiplying rational numbers. It works the same kind of with integers in terms of the rule. So again, if the signs are the same, the answer is positive. Okay, so if the signs are different, the answer is negative. Okay, so same sign, answer is positive. Different signs, the answer is negative. Now, this unit, instead of integers, we're using rational numbers. So we're using fractions, decimals, and then fractions with decimals. So we're going to look at fractions by themselves first. Okay, so if I have negative 5/6 times 2/3, I have one positive fraction and one positive, one negative, so they are different signs. So my answer is going to be negative. Okay, in order to multiply fractions, you multiply the numerator. Okay, those are the top digits. Okay, and then multiply the denominators. And again, the rule is the same. Different signs, answer is negative. Same sign, the answer is positive. So I'm going to multiply across. I like to draw my arrows. Okay, so 5 times 2 is 10. 6 times 3 is 18. Now again, I have one positive, one negative, one positive, so my answer is negative. Okay, so now I want you to try these two on your own. Now this second example has a mixed number. So the first thing you have to do is turn it back to an improper. So I'm just going to quickly review it. Hopefully most of us remember how to do it. If not, follow along. So in order to turn this into a fraction that looks like this one, I have to multiply the whole number times the denominator. So 6 times 2 is 12. Then I have to add my numerator to that. So 12 plus 1 is 13. So this is equivalent to 13 over 2. Now I can multiply it like normal. Go ahead and try yourselves. Pause the video. Okay, so these are the answers. We have 24/40ths, and it is a positive answer because the signs are the same. They're both negative. This one, it is a negative answer, so it's negative 26 over 10. It is a negative answer because they are different signs. If you can simplify these or turn these back into a mixed number, if that pertains to the problem, please do so. If you are not comfortable with it, I want you to try. Just because it's good practice for your state tests. The next thing we're going to talk about is decimal times a decimal. Okay, we should already know how to do this, hopefully. And again, it's the same rule. Same sign, the answer is positive. Different sign, the answer is negative. So if I have 3 5/10 times negative 1 2/10, okay, I'm going to multiply it out like normal. I already know my answer is going to be negative, so all we have to do is set it up and solve. So I'm going to put 3 1/2 and 1.2. I'm going to leave the negative sign out of it for now. Then I'm going to multiply it like normal. Remember, we start with this digit and we multiply it by both digits on the top. So 2 times 5 is 10. Drop the 0, carry the 1. 2 times 3 is 6, plus 1 is 7. Now I'm done with this 2, I'm going to cross it out. I'm done with this 1, I'm going to cross it out. And then I need to put a placeholder 0 here. 1 times 5 and 1 times 3. Add these together. Okay. Now remember the decimal placement. This number has one digit after the decimal. This number has one digit after the decimal. So we have one digit plus one digit, so the answer should have two digits. So my answer is 4.2. However, it is going to be negative because the signs are different. So I want you to try 1 on your own. Negative 5 3/10 times negative 10 4/10. I want you to try that on your own for a couple minutes. Okay, hopefully you tried it on your own. I got 55 12/100. Okay, again, it has 2 digits after the decimal because this has 1, this has 1, so the answer has a total of 2. And my answer is positive because the signs are the same. The last thing I want to talk about is when there is a decimal and a fraction in the same expression. Okay, this is where it gets a little bit tricky because we have to convert one of the two. So we're either going to make both numbers a decimal or both numbers a fraction. So if I have 30/100 times negative 11/30, okay, then I can't multiply them like this. I have to change one decimal to a fraction and one fraction into a decimal. I will show you both ways this time. Just kidding, I can't show you the fraction one because this fraction is an infinite decimal. So this is an infinite decimal, so I'm going to change this decimal into a fraction. Now it's pretty simple. If we look at this 0, okay, we ask ourselves what place value is it? So I know this is 30/100, so I literally just said the fraction out loud. So this decimal is 30/100. Okay, and then I'm just going to drop the second fraction. Now I have 2 fractions together. Again, one is negative, one's positive. So I know my answer is going to be negative because the signs are different. Now, if you don't know how to multiply fractions, it's pretty simple. All you have to do, again, like we talked about earlier, multiply the numerators, multiply the denominators. So 30 times 11 is 330. 100 times 30 is 3,000. Now for me, I would simplify this personally. I know that I can get rid of these zeros to make it 33/300, but I know even further I can divide it by 3 again. Okay? And if I divide it by 3, it means it would be 11/100. Okay? And I know my answer is negative because the signs are different. Okay, I wrote another problem for you. So this one's a little bit tougher. I also wrote a note. I know I said earlier you can turn the fractions into a decimal. It's a little harder that way because, like earlier, I was going to show you both, but I figured out that the fraction was an infinite decimal. So, good rule of thumb, just turn the decimal into a fraction. Okay, all you have to do is look at the place value. Again, this is 2 wholes, so this is going to be a mixed number because it's 2 wholes, and then I have 5/10. It's the tenths place. So my denominator is going to be 10. Now I have a fraction problem, so I can turn this, I can multiply this by turning this mixed number into an improper fraction and multiplying it. Go ahead and try. Okay, so I just turned the mixed number into an improper fraction, so I multiplied that, added that, that gives me 25/10 negative. So now I'm just going to multiply across. 25 times 7 is 175. 10 times 10 is 100. My answer is positive because both are negative. Both signs are the same. If you want to turn this back into a mixed number, how many times can 100 go into 175? That's once, and I have 75 hundredths left over. If you want to simplify it even more, it's technically 1 3/4. Okay, so your homework is lesson 1-7, 4 through 14. And again, we're going to practice this some more tomorrow. So please try your best to work through these problems. And tomorrow we will definitely talk about it in class.